Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Selena. This is somebody who's been with the Tuber Chat family for quite a few months now. She makes occasional appearances, but has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here. So I want to introduce this channel to everyone. She's bringing us shorts and live streams on her channel, which feature topical conversations, and she's working on 900 subscribers right now. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at her shorts videos, we see a couple of these have gotten into 1,200 and even 2,500 views with lots of variety. And then when we get into the live streams, we see that she's on frequently. She's actually got one coming up today in another couple of hours, so we know she'll be live right after Tuber Chat. Hopefully everybody will connect with her, and like I said, she is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So happy New Year, everyone. All the best for 2024. I know there's still a few holidays that people are celebrating around the world for everybody who's past Christmas and New Year's Eve and things like that. Hopefully that was all well for everyone. And we've recently changed the way the wheel is going to work here, so I hope you'll read our video description if you haven't for a while. I updated it last month, and you'll get an idea of exactly how the wheel is going to work. In the meantime, Butler Family Farm, Cali King 916, and Canadian Family Life, all longtime members of the Tuber Chat family. Thanks for coming in. Fatman James Fishing and Follow the Bradley's Fun are also here. Jesse Miller Unboxings and more, along with Judgment Day Mike Harper is in the house, KP Heathen, Lisa J. Stocks, Marketplace Boutique, along with some fellow Canadians. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures are here. Mind Forked is in the house. Natalie Nicole's ASMR's a longtime friend. Fairbrick Studios helping me out with a video game lately. Ria's Blissful Connections and Rushing Wind Mountain. It's good to see you both here. Unstable TV is in the house, our favorite couple from Ireland. And then Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network is another one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. Dedi Maharani was in Scratch and PPA's first week Scratch Challenge video just a half an hour ago. He's entering his 4th year now, if you can believe that. So thanks to everybody who came over from there as well. Echelon Gaming and Growing What I Eat are both in the house. Jan Hines is here. KK's Travel and Education Vlogs is here with us just about every single day. Living Large with El Crew is in the house. Our treasured home, P&J's Homestead Adventure. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is Shane. Shantirement and the Astute Tourist is in the house. Wheaton Shaw is also here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody is still active, we should get around to everybody. So the wheel now is going to be based kind of the way we used to do it a long time ago. Thank you, everybody, for the support that you give. Tuber Chat has become overwhelmingly busy over the last 3.5 years or so. And so while I don't like change any more than anybody else does, we do have to evolve in some way. The idea, of course, is to get the most supportive creators on the screen while we're here. And Echelon Gaming, thank you for that super chat. For that reason, we're actually going to put your channel up right now. And then we'll continue. I'll add some names to the wheel shortly. So basically what I have is a robot in the background here, and this is Bautissimo. We'll look at Echelon Gaming in a quick second here. When we look at, pardon me, I said Bautissimo, but it's actually Streamlabs. Bautissimo is no longer in service. Streamlabs gives us the same statistics in a roundabout sort of way that Bautissimo is giving us. And basically what happens is there's a list of everybody who comes through each stream, and then I can sort them by how long they've been here and how active they've been in the chat. And so when I need names for the wheel, which is when we get down to about 5 or 6 each time, I haven't loaded it yet, we'll add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation during the course of the stream. So this is more like the way we had done things in the very beginning here in Tuber Chat 3.5 years ago. and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Now, just to be transparent and let everybody know exactly how Tuber Chat works, being on the screen is the least important part. When I put a channel on the screen, rarely do people go and visit that channel just because it's there. The reason we do it is because I need something to talk about for 3 hours while we're here. I enjoy learning about channels. Hopefully you hear the stories get better as I build friendships with creators and let you know what to expect in their content when you do get there, the kind of support that I see them giving other people. We're very lucky to have an incredibly supportive community here that's built over the last 3.5 years. So, being on the screen is the least important part. As long as everybody is conversating in the chat, the best success comes from reaching out to other creators, starting a conversation, making the first move, and supporting them with all of the things that you wish they would do for you, knowing that they will turn around and do the same thing for you afterwards. That's why this channel was called Tuber Chat in the very beginning. I put a considerable amount of thought into what we were going to do and how this was going to work. And forgive the long speech about it, but I just want to let everybody know. We knew in the beginning the magic really happens in the chat. I'm just here to talk. And again, just put channels on the screen while we're here, but it's the least important part. So thank you, everybody. Now, Dark Swordsman Gaming is dropping a super chat, so we're going to put that channel on the wheel right now. We'll start spinning the wheel shortly, and I'll add a few names if we need them when it gets to be time. This brand new channel in the Tuber Chat family, Echelon Gaming, they've been here before, but they haven't been on the screen, I believe, right? So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest Ratchet and Clank video. I'm going to put that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are always here at least 3 times a week. We meet, we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Thank you, BioBengal Fantasy Network, for that, and thank you so much, Canadian Family Life. And Canadian Family Life actually put a community post out over the Christmas holidays that will let you know what was going on with their family. They are incredible supporters here. They're incredible supporters outside as well. I run into them constantly, either in other people's chats or on their StreamYard panels. So I hope everybody will connect with Canadian Family Life, see what they are all about, and we'll talk about their channel, I'm sure, in a little while. Scorpion Slots, good to see you here. TCG Fam is in the house. Now, I know I've likely missed a few channels coming in. And thank you, KK's Travel and Education Vlogs. Angelic Warrior, a.k.a. Mrs. M, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. We'll look at Dark Swordsman Gaming in a quick sec, and we'll spin just for fun. And hopefully everybody enjoyed their New Year's celebrations as well. Silent Silver's here. Jeremy D-Day is in the house. And, pardon me, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. And then thank you for the kind words, everyone. So, we're looking forward to episode 700. It will come up in a couple of months now. And when we get around to the end of April, we will have officially been here for 4 years, if you can believe that. And Butler Family Farm, thank you for a super chat as well. I don't like when our internet hiccups like that. If we lose the stream due to an internet outage, we will try restarting one time as long as it breaks within the first hour and a half or 2 hours. But it usually holds itself together, so I'm tethering now and should be able to stick around. When you pay for some of the services that are out there like StreamYard and Streamlabs, they have disconnect protection. which means that if your stream drops due to an internet hiccup, you should get it back. And Streamlabs has been working well lately. StreamYard was the best I'd seen for a long time. So Butler Family Farm is coming up right now. They dropped a super chat, so I put them on the wheel. Dark Swordsman Gaming did the same, so they're on the wheel still right now. I'll think about adding some names onto the wheel shortly. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Don Yarndall is here. And I'll give a thank you to our moderators in advance, as they may get a few questions from people in the chat over the next month or so until things settle over the changes to the wheel, I'm sure. But everything's listed in the video description, so we'll be putting super chatters on the wheel. Although I don't want to ever solicit that kind of thing. It's absolutely unnecessary every time we stream, but we're here at least 3 times a week. There's always at least 100 channels that will come through. Lots of opportunity for everybody to be on the wheel and screen at some point. I know it can be a long wait, but we'll also have a bit of a calmer stream, and we'll get an opportunity to talk about more YouTube related topics when we think about our videos, watch hours, playlists, and all the other kind of things we get into in bite-sized bits of information here. Hot Damn Elaine's Crafting, good to see you here. And hopefully we're okay. If you're buffering, I will put a message in the chat. If buffering, please refresh. If I could type or spell today, it will help. That goes for anywhere, of course. If you have a live stream or a premiere that's running for anybody and it starts to choke a little bit, just refresh your browser or device and it should pop up, or your app. Little Ridge Farm came in. Thank you, Mark. He dropped a super chat as well, along with mine forked. So I've got those channels on the wheel now. And we'll add some more names to the wheel shortly. So Butler Family Farm is on the screen right now. I'm going to talk about their content in a second. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Just Jason Keto's willing to swap playlists. He is like knocking on the door of monetization. It's any second, literally. He's almost at the 3,000 watch hours, but he's been helping a lot of people as well. I'm actually doing a taste test challenge right now as we speak. My coffee cup is full of something that Just Jason Keto sent over a while back, which is a electrolyte powder that can be added to drinks and things. But he let me know that it would go well in coffee, and since my voice seems to be back to about 99%, I can lay off the honey a little bit. So I'm giving a chocolate and salt taste test to my coffee today. It's still too hot. Oh, and boy, is that salty, my dear goodness. But we'll see what happens after I get through an entire cup of that. Jen Hines, good to see you in the house. Chief, the BC Gaming Dispatcher, is here. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Chelsea Gainey, good to see you here. So Butler Family Farm is up. This is a channel that I describe as being part of our homesteading community. And I put a lot of different genres or categories together when I talk about homesteading here, because 2 years ago or so, we had an influx of homesteading channels come through the Tuber Chat family that are still with us today. And so in that group, I like to include farming and ranching and gardening, because these channels all seem to have similar content. And a lot of other outdoor-based channels as well, like hiking, fishing, camping. Almost anything outdoors. The reason why is for twofold. One, because these creators bring us about a 50-50 split on average in their content, but they seem to have common generosity in personalities of the creators behind the channels, wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others. And I think that is just a fantastic thing. You'll hear me talk about generosity all the time here in Tuber Chat. I truly believe, and I'd like to think we all do, that if you give much more than you expect to receive, including here in YouTube, and support to other creators, it comes back. And I promise you this from my personal experience, that it will be far more than you expected in the first place. Coastal Water, good to see you in the house. Don Yarndall, thank you for that membership again. I really do appreciate that. The Z Show Cruise Fun is here. Thanks for coming in. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. So, oh, and gifting a membership as well. So, we'll treat those gifted memberships like we do super chats. Thank you for that, Don Yarndall. I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right now. And who picked that up? Growing What I Eat picked up that gifted membership. So thank you for that. If Growing What I Eat is still in the chat, I'll put them on. We'll do. Pardon me. I'm gonna make mistake after mistake after mistake in my speeches, I'm sure, for this month, or at least a few episodes. Some of the things that I say, most of you know already. I've said so many hundreds of times that it'll be tricky for me to catch myself. But we'll see. Okay, so Butler Family Farm. This is 116 acres of farming and homesteading content. These creators bring us, it's Jerry and Susan for the most part, and they bring us a lot of livestock. Bees actually are coming up now. I've been saying this for a while. I read it on their About page, but it's only a few months away. They had bees last year for the first time. They've got lots of cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, as well as some cats and dogs as pets. They bring us indoor and outdoor content, like I talk about, typical from homesteading channels, but they also sometimes work in the shop. I'm just going to take the latest As the Bowl Turns video and put that in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. They got a couple live streams set, one for tomorrow and one for a few days later. When we look through their content, we see a bit of variety here. And like I said, indoor, outdoor content. Lots of look at the livestock in the farm. Lots of look in the shop, especially lately. A chance to get to know the family. And then lots of indoor content as well, prepping, canning, and cooking. Now, when we get into shorts on this channel, we're going to find even more variety, but these have gotten into 5,000 views and beyond, and I can see that one of them is still moving. Whenever you look at somebody's shorts page, at least on a computer, what I have found is that when you click the popular tab, it will obviously display all the shorts in order of popularity. But when you find one that's out of order, that means that that video is still gaining an abundant number of views. So this newer short is working well at over 5,200, which is actually taking their top spot. So that's going to be great. By the time we see them again in the next stream, we will likely see that those numbers have settled. She Stole My Thunder. Thank you for coming in. Wayne's World Unlimited. Good to have you here. And when we look at live streams, we see, like I said, they've got a couple of them coming up. They're going to meet Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa shortly. I'm always happy to see creators collaborating together. But Jerry and Susan have done a lot of this because they go out to a lot of meetups with other creators as well. At the beginning of last summer, we saw a Mid-America meetup, which is just one of many, where they were streaming and bringing us 80 channels worth of creators and supporters. So it was fantastic. I was lucky to catch that. I've caught them quite a few times live. They also do a lot of StreamYard panels as well. So whether they're outdoors or whether they're indoors, they're introducing us to lots of other channels. They've been an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat, and they're well over 2,600 subscribers now. So I'm hoping we can push them towards the 2,700 that they're thinking about. Venom for Life, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I will try to keep my eyes on the conversation. If I've missed anything that anybody meant for us to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So Dawn Yarndoll is up right now. This is another creator I've caught many times live, and she also does a lot of StreamYard panels introducing us to other creators. She's on the road to 900 right now and getting dangerously close, as a matter of fact, and she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at her videos, we see a lot of yarn more than anything else. Of course, some Happy Mail videos and shout outs for other creators. I'm always happy to see people collaborating, like with our dear friend Gail Southern Living there. Shorts on this channel are going to bring a little bit of variety, but still in line with the rest of the content on the channel for the most part. These have gotten into 800 views and beyond. Most of those are fairly new, I believe, as well. And then she's got a couple of live streams set up, one for tomorrow, one for a few days later, and she's live frequently. So like I said, she's usually got StreamYard panels. I see her on many other creators' channels. I've caught her many times. You could tell by the rollovers here, she's a very dynamic host as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Dawn Yarndoll. I will spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go, and I'll ask for a favor. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a computer, whether you're on a computer, a tablet, a phone, or anywhere else, whether you want to share it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, or anywhere else, I'll appreciate that. And it helps get a few more people here into Tuber Chat today, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Game Labs Reboot, good to see you here. That is the second channel from Wayne's World Unlimited. And Tristan Bell, good to have you in the house as well. It's me, Alec, always happy to have you here. And Ria's Blissful Connections, I may not have said hello yet. Vay's Place is in the house. And Little Ridge Farm is going to be coming up next. I see Game Labs Reboot is dropping a super chat again. They've done that before. Like I said, that's Wayne's World Unlimited with a gaming channel. We've seen it before. We'll see it again now. M&T Living and Cooking. Good to see you here. And like I said, Little Ridge Farm is coming up in 3.5 minutes. right, we're back, and another channel that I like to describe as being part of the homesteading community is Little Ridge Farm. The creator behind this channel is Mark. Sometimes he's found with his daughter Kira here. Sometimes he's giving us a look at his tiny home build. There's a special story in amongst the videos, shorts, and live streams on this channel where Little Ridge Farm, as a matter of fact, about a year and a half ago had their house burned down, if you can believe that, literally losing everything. So when I talk about this creator, I often use the words tenacity and perseverance, because you can hear Mark when you visit either his channel or find him on somebody else's live stream, literally saying things like, hey, it could have been worse. And Mark gives us an opportunity to watch them rebuild and recoup as well. So I can see I'm behind in your videos. I'm just going to take the latest one of the latest ones here from a few days ago. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. Playlist could be a great tool for that. He's got some shorts on the channel as well, and these give us a lot of looks outdoors at some of the rebuilding that they're doing. Live streams as well usually feature Mark on a StreamYard panel, and he gives us a chance to get to know him. Sometimes he takes us outdoors as well, as you can see from some of the rollovers here. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Little Ridge Farm. He is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. You get an idea of what they expect to bring on their channel when they say building a new tiny home, tiny homestead, and tiny animals from the beginning of bare land, which I think will be educational, not to mention entertaining for a lot of our friends. So he's working on 1,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. Thank you again for that super chat, Little Ridge Farm. For that reason, we had put them on the wheel. So I'll spin one more time. It's pretty much time for me to start getting some names on the wheel from our chat list. So I'll do that right now. And Cabarar Gaming, thank you so much. That's a dear friend. That's somebody who's been with us for what I believe is 3 years now. Dark Swordsman Gaming dropped a super chat earlier, so they're on the wheel. I'm going to put them up on the screen right now. And we'll see what they are up to for today. They bring us some more video gameplay, of course. 156 subscribers, 1,300 videos on their channel, if you could believe that. Now, I'm going to take their second latest video to catch up with here. I'm going to put that in my special playlist called Catch Up. And that's because it's a few minutes longer. Obviously, a 30-minute video will give you a few more watch minutes than the other one. Every minute matters when we're thinking about monetization, of course. So that gives me a chance to see what they've been up to lately. You can see they mix up the gameplay on their channel. When we get into live streams, we see even more. You can tell I've had the chance to catch them live many times as well. Lots of Final Fantasy, Stardew Valley. I think this might have been the first channel I saw that game on. Fortnite is here, and a lot of other popular titles as well. So hopefully everybody will connect to Dark Swordsman Gaming. We'd love to push them towards the 200 subscribers they're thinking about. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Yes, he actually became a member at Christmas 3 years ago. I think it was right on my birthday, actually. My birthday was a few weeks ago. And Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has been a member ever since then. He's also a moderator. All the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They all have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels, and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres and live streams, you will be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Tuber Chat. So, P&J's Homestead Adventure is coming up on the wheel. Rushing Wind Mountain will be put on there as well. And we'll get some more names onto the wheel as we need them. Let's spin, and we'll see who's coming up right now. Nez Lover, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I think they were in Scratch and PPA's premiere earlier today. That's a creator with perfect consistency, entering his 4th year of the Scratch Challenge series of videos now. He posts every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. And Smitty SOE Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I'm not sure if you've been here before. I feel like I recognize that channel name from the other day. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but for anybody that is brand new to Tuber Chat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then P&J's Homestead Adventure is up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. They are fairly new in the Tuber Chat family. 355 subscribers right now. One of the questions they asked earlier in the chat is, why are some of the people's names green? So there's a couple of different colors. I don't know if YouTube might expand on that at some point in the future. Anybody with a green name in the chat is a member. You'll also notice a badge next to their name. YouTube gives us badges we can use as defaults, or we can upload our own. So on every channel, you're going to see, most channels, you'll see different types of badges next to members' names. That means that they have an official subscription. And when you're monetized on YouTube, you're able to offer subscriptions, and then you can give perks to your audience. So you can have members only live streams or videos if you'd like to. You can do a lot of different types of games and perks and things that you'll find from a lot of other creators as well that you can take for inspiration. But one of the things that's also a bonus is you see some of the custom emojis that are being used in the chat. Those are available to members only. And then we have moderators with blue names and wrenches beside their names. Sometimes you also see a badge if somebody's a member and a moderator. Moderators are able to help moderate the chat itself. So when we see anything we don't like, they can remove it. They can help the host on any channel where there are live streams or premieres to describe or add context to what's happening on the screen or in the audio, if that makes sense. And these are just ideas, but these are the things I've been looking forward to talking about a little bit more as we make a few changes to Tuber Chat. So hopefully everybody's read our video description, which I updated before the beginning of last month to make sure everybody would be aware, but we'll get a lot of very supportive channels on the screen moving forward. So P&J's Homestead Adventure, and we've got a lot of information on their about page. This is Paula and Jason. They live in New York State, so they'll talk to us about their homestead and bring us some of their indoor and outdoor content, which I'm still getting to know. So I've taken this latest video, carving a watermelon into a fish. Interesting fruit art there. So I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to watch another piece of content from this channel. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels by watching videos and hanging out in premieres and live streams over weeks and months. I get to know the content, and if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators there. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. So P&J's Homestead Adventure has got 355 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're thinking about. They've got quite a few shorts here that have already moved into 2,000 views and beyond, one over 2,500, which is great to see. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a moment. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. You know what it's like when you get into a premiere or live stream chat and you get captivated by the content or the conversation, start saying hello to everybody. It's easy to forget that thumbs up for a moment, so I'll appreciate those from everyone. Mama G Gear, good to see you in the house. Cindy Dimanche is here, and It's D Bankroll is also in the house. They had to eat. Yes, I wolfed down an oversized bowl of chili before I started Tuber Chat, and I think I overdid it, so I'll have to learn to take it easy, but I understand. And thank you, everybody. Hopefully I'm not missing too much in the chat. If anybody's mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Together We Travel is here. And, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More is going to do Christmas. Can we call it a haul video? A Christmas unboxing video soon, which will be great. Follow the Bradley's Fun brings us family vlogs, live streams, essays, Disney, Universal, travel news, and much more. They bring video shorts and live streams. They post frequently. I'm just going to grab their latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. They did some fireworks for New Year's Eve, it looks like. They've got some shorts on the channel and amongst their travel videos that have done extremely well. 23,000, 32,000, one over 208,000, which is great to see. Live streams, they're on frequently, so they got one coming up in a few days. I've got the notification on for that, even though we put the notification bell on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And then they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So follow the Bradley's Fun. Dropped a super chat earlier, so we put them on the wheel right away. Thank you for that, by the way. They've done that before, and now we'll spin. We'll get another channel up on the screen, and I'll add a few more names to our wheel from our chat list. And Sister Winnie never forgets that thumbs up, so thank you for that. Mind Forked is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. They're out supporting creators all the time, and they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat. Mind Forked is going to talk to us about the unexplained more than anything else. They post occasionally, they stream frequently, and then Gaming King Thurban 34, good to see you in the house. I'll just refresh my list in the background here from Streamlabs and see what I can do about adding a couple of names onto the wheel. Glorious Platter, thank you for still being here in the background. She's a longtime dear friend as well. So KK's Travel and Education Vlogs will come up onto the wheel along with Ria's Blissful Connections. And of course, Scratchin' Pete PA. He was dropping a premiere earlier like he always does on Tuesdays at 12:15 Eastern. Volt, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Just be careful not to spam, please. Our moderators will take messages out if you repeat the same thing too many times. But thank you for being here. I see you've got a channel in the background there, Volt, saying you want to go crazy on YouTube, it says. So you've got quite a few videos already, which is great to see. But what I'll ask from you is just take your time. Read our video description if you don't mind, so you get an idea of how we connect here. And it's great to see a young creator in the Tuber Chat family. One of the things I recommend to people, whether you've been here many times before or whether your judgment call as to whether people may be a supportive creator before connecting with them. So my recommendation is always to make the first move. And it always starts with a conversation, literally reaching out to one creator at a time, kind of asking how they're doing, checking out their channel in the background, and things move from there. Get to the farm, good to see you in the house. Happy New Year to you too. Home Bartending with John is here. Coastal Water still in the house. Thank you for being here. And Mind Forked, push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. Henry Nelson's in the house. Good to see you here. When we look at Mind Fork's about page, if my internet wants to work, we'll be able to have a look at that. And we'll see that they want to talk to us about anything that might be considered strange or unknown. We talk about UFOs, ancient civilizations, as well as some fun music videos and a bit of a twist on a day in history. The way the wheel is going to work now. So those who are most active in the chat are going to be the ones that are on the wheel first of all. Would you please do as I wish? We're on the wrong network, I guess. Oh, that's not going to work. We're going to dump the stream, maybe. If we lose the stream, we'll be back shortly. We'll try one more time. Rambling with the Brooms, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Yes, Wayne's World Unlimited. Mind Forked as well has got some shorts here. Like I said, these have gotten into 4,000 views and beyond. Live streams are frequent on the channel. They've got one coming up next week, so we've got our notification bell on for that. They're usually on every couple of weeks or so, sometimes more often, but I see them out supporting other creators all the time as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Mind Forked. Obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And let's have a quick look here. Yeah, that's okay. One of the things you'll notice, like for anybody who live streams, which I know is most of us here, when you have somebody in the chat that lets you know, your stream is buffering, it's advisable to try to just let that slide and almost ignore it. Not necessarily, I never want anybody to ignore their chat, but you can just keep going with your show and with your program. And when you hear from 2 or 3 people that your stream is buffering, then you know it's you, not them. Because sometimes people make a mistake and say that your stream is buffering, but it's actually their internet. So you got to watch for that. But we know we have internet trouble sometimes. We shouldn't. We've got that. I'm close to Toronto today. I'm streaming from my workplace. So we've got that 5G fiber optic good stuff, but apparently not today. But thank you, everybody, for your patience. If it breaks, we'll come back one time as long as we lose it within the next hour. If not, we're back on Thursday. So Mama G Gear is up right now with 2,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 2,400 they're going to be thinking about. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. This is actually a longtime friend. I'm going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with them. I can see I'm behind. They're going to talk about everything from laughs to crocheted items. They do some fiber arts and fiber crafts. They design t-shirts, some wood burning art, leather work, dyeing wool, yarn, and much more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. We've got some shorts on the channel, and you'll find that most creators bring variety into their shorts regardless of the niche or category of their channel, and that's common, especially here in the Tuber Chat family. So we've got 2,700 and even 3,600 views on a few of these shorts videos, which is great to see, and those will likely continue to grow, and then they're live about once a week, and hopefully we'll catch them for another one soon. I've got notification bells on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for everyone. Coffee Walks and Whatever is here. Good to see you in the house. And Scrow's Nest is here. Mona Did What. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And this channel is entering the 4th year of its video series. Scratch and Pete PA has been on much longer than that. He started his channel about 3.5 years ago, if I understand right. It probably is a little bit longer now. I've been saying 3.5 for a while. So Scratch and Pete PA was on as PA, a long time friend now, but he put a lot of thought and consideration into what he was going to create on his channel before starting the Scratch Challenge of series of videos, which has now passed its 3rd anniversary. Today was the 1st episode of year year number 4 for Scratch and PPA. Week number 1, he labels his videos every week. He's out on Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern every single week. Thank you for the raid, by the way. Today, Scratch and PPA dropped a raid into our stream today that was coming up a little bit later. But I appreciate that. Of course, he's done that kind of thing many times. Scratch and PPA has 200 videos in total on his channel now. That includes 181 episodes of the Scratch Challenge series of videos, and he's expanded his content lately into shorts that came from a vacation that he took a few months ago, where he's got some vlogging style short videos giving us a look around the areas he visited, a couple of random videos mixed into his regular series or placed before the series, as well as his first ever live stream that was brought to us a few months ago. And I know a lot of people are excited to see that he has expanded the content on the channel. He's monetized, of course, so super chats, super thanks, super stickers are all available to support him with when you get there. And you'll hear me talk about Scratch and PPA often as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. He is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube. He brings the Scratch Challenge series of videos, which gives us 2 lottery tickets in each video that are pitted against each other. We get the opportunity to vote on the content of the video and which lottery ticket he's going to scratch if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. He premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, like I was saying. Some of us literally set alarms on our phones and text each other to make sure that we're not going to miss his premiere. So if you can join us for one of these, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. It is very fast paced, very high energy, and I believe the biggest reason for that is because Scratch and PPA gives so much support to so many other creators. Almost everybody will agree that he is probably one of their most supportive creators. He literally seems to be everywhere all the time. So hopefully everybody will enjoy those shorts and live streams. You'll also notice that presentation has been at the forefront of his mind, because he has had his video editing skills complemented ever since his very first production over 3.5 years ago. His bright, beautiful avatars matched by the thumbnails, which also give us a hint about the giveaways that take place in his video series. And then as well, his banner is usually updated every single week around this time every year. He does a tribute to his father, which I think is a wonderful thing as well. And it gives us a look into the life of Scratch and PPA. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. And, you know, he's literally here for every single stream, hours at a time. I don't know how he does it. Nobody does. But we're certainly grateful for his overwhelming generosity and support. So I've just spun the wheel. Game Labs Reboot dropped a super chat earlier. They were put on the wheel for that reason. We'll look at their channel in 3.5 minutes when we get back from our break. Odin's Big Purple Bus is in the house. Thank you for being here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I think I just missed something. Forgive me, one channel mentioned they had a giveaway coming up. We don't do a lot of self-promotion here, but you're free to mention it if you want. I've really laid off that stuff over a long time. Now I used to be a lot more strict when it came to self-promoting. But the truth of the matter, it doesn't matter. Nobody's leaving here to go running anywhere right away. That goes for everybody. If you have a lot of times we look at it as not very nice, for which I'm grateful. So Game Labs Reboot is coming up in 3.5 minutes. Budgeting Just Because is in the house. Thanks for being here. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. While we're gone on break for 3.5 minutes here, I'll add some more names to the wheel and we'll come back with Game Labs Reboot. All right, we're back, sort of. I know the internet is choking today. I don't have an explanation for that, but we'll Wayne's World Unlimited is making me laugh. We'll try to keep it together. This is actually the second channel from Wayne's World Unlimited. Game Labs Reboot, where they're bringing us video gameplay. Add a command for that. I'm gonna fire up Nightbot for a second here. Nightbot is one of 4 robots that we use here in the Tuber Chat streams. It's a free service right now. Hopefully it stays free, but it's been free for a long time. And you just log in with your YouTube channel. So I'm already logged in, but you saw a little button flash by there. You just click that, it lets you log in using your YouTube credentials. So it's easy on a computer, because if you're already logged into YouTube on your browser, it'll just like go through a few screens and go right in. What I'm going to add right now is something called a command. And what this does is gives us an opportunity to fire a message through the chat very easily without typing it out every single time. So I'm going to call this buffering. And what I'm going to say is, if you find the stream is buffering, please refresh your browser or device. And you notice that I put an exclamation mark at the beginning of the word buffering. What I'm going to do is set this so that moderators can use this command. And what that's going to do is allow them, anytime they notice that the stream is buffering, they can just simply type in this command, exclamation mark buffering, and this message will pop up for everybody in the chat. Let me see if I can get the buffering. I have to copy this out. You'll notice I'm using another window here. So what I'll do is get the emoji for the buffering symbol. I'll put that in my message as well. If it wants to work, maybe it doesn't want to work. And if not, then that's okay. What I've set is so that moderators can use this. You can change this so that everybody could use whatever command if you have something specific. A lot of people do link drops on their channels. If we hold the stream together today, we've got a music stream. We'll go live on the music channel today for an hour after Tuber Chat, and over there we have link drops. I know everybody likes that. A cooldown means that you want to make sure people aren't hammering that command again and again and again, almost like spam. Spam is against YouTube's guidelines or terms of service, so we have to be careful about that. So I'll just knock it back to like 5 minutes there. I wiped out my whole thing, so we're going to do it over. If you wanted to see this back, I know it's not a clear, concise tutorial, but if you wanted to see how I did this, you could go back to about an hour and 7 minutes into episode 664 of Tuber Chat, and that'll give you an idea of how to get this done. So let's try again. So if you find the stream is buffering, please refresh your browser, or if I can type, device. And then I'm going to set it for the moderators. I'm going to set the cooldown to 5 minutes, which is 300 seconds. And then I'm going to click submit. An alias is a bit of an advanced feature. You can look that up if you'd like to. It basically lets you chain commands so that if somebody wanted to set a chat that includes many paragraphs, they could do it with a series of commands that would drop those paragraphs one by one, if that makes sense. So hopefully everybody enjoys these kind of little things. I'm glad we might get back to being able to do a little bit more of this. If anybody needed me to elaborate, just please send me a message or let me know in the chat. Maritime Dashcam is Corinne's life, and she is here as a member and a moderator as well. What we're looking at right now is Game Labs Reboot. This creator actually dropped a super chat earlier, so we put them on the wheel right away. This is Wayne's World Unlimited with a gaming channel. Now, they've got a few videos here already with some popular titles, obviously. They've got some shorts on the channel as well, and we'll keep an eye and see if they're going to get into some live streaming as well. 1,300, 2,100 views on a couple of these, and 21 subscribers. This is a Xbox Series S and X exclusive channel. So anybody with an Xbox might be able to reach out to Wayne's World Unlimited, see if you can get some multiplayer action happening. I'm going to look at Wayne's World Unlimited now. We'll see how easily they come up. There they are. So this is the creator behind the channel that we just looked at. They're here with us just about every single day. They're here from the UK. And then thank you for that, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. It's working perfectly. And then Wayne's World Unlimited on the screen now brings a different type of video on his channel. So he may do a little bit of gameplay here. He's actually got a shorts video that's done extremely well featuring the Xbox at 243,000 views. He's got a few more at 5,000, 7,000, but that's a fantastic one. That one might hit 250,000 views if you can believe it. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Susan, did you change your name? Did you take the space out of your name, or is this something? Please don't tell me after all this time. It's like 2 years. I didn't notice that the space was not there. Yeah, that's our friend Susan, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow morning if you're streaming. Wayne's World Unlimited brings variety into his shorts, but as well, he's got videos that usually bring us outdoors. He does a little bit of indoor content, so that's a bit of a different kind of video. One of the things he does that's not as common as we might have imagined is a lot of outtakes. He usually brings us his bloopers or outtakes in separate videos, but you can see how many outdoor adventures he brings us on, and it's pure variety on this channel. But he's obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And Wayne's World Unlimited, thank you again for that super chat with the gaming channel. We'll spin the wheel. Fairbrick Studios been added to the wheel along with Canadian Family Life and Jan Hines. These are all longtime friends. Well, Fairbrick Studios been with us. Now it's getting on many months. It was a few months for a while, but now it's getting on many months. KK's Travel and Education Vlogs. My New Year's was good. I usually hang out with family. We play games and eat ourselves into oblivion, which we did. So, but thank you for asking. Hopefully everybody's New Year's Eve went well, and hopefully everybody's already set for a good 2024. Alfonso Cemento's in the house. Thank you for being here. And then Fairbrick Studios up on the screen right now. This is a creator that came into Tuber Chat a few months ago and started their video. Thank you for coming in. I caught them for another live stream the other day with Betty J Gathers. So hopefully everybody will connect with Fairbrick Studio. I got excited when I first saw this channel because one of the video games that they play is one that's on the phone. And I was playing this for a couple of years actually myself, called Tiny Tower. I didn't realize there was a Lego version. I love the Lego video games, so I was pretty excited, started playing shorts videos, which bring a little bit more variety, and then live streams are an idea for this channel that we'll have a look at in a second here, and see if they're gonna pick those up at some point in the future. But we've got our notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and catching as much content from each other as we can. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Canadian Family Life's here right now, and this is Tiffany. You hear us mention Tiffany in the chat many times. And Tiffany's very recognizable now. She's been on many other people's channels. You see her in her thumbnails here. She participated in Vlogmas and put out a new Year's Eve special video. So I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to stay caught up with them. They post videos frequently, sometimes as much as a couple times a week, sometimes even more. Shorts on this channel have done really well, also getting into 2,500 views and beyond. What you're going to find in the content here is more homesteading activity, a lot of grocery hauls, a lot of cooking videos, some Happy Mail and shout-out videos, and then some container gardening. And I've commented from the very beginning, as soon as I saw Tiffany's container garden, Tiffany and Chris, her husband, he's got his own channel as well. They keep an incredibly neat and organized container garden, which I think is a great idea. I hope to take inspiration from that at some point as well. So they've got almost 2,900 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They are one of the first 2 channels that we know of, including M&T Living and Cooking, who might still be in the chat. They were the first 2 that we knew of to be monetized under the new restriction, with 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time, even though they both had well over 1,000 when they got there. Let's look next at Chris's Creation Fun. The biggest complaint I get on YouTube and have for the last 6.5 years is, why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family to support our channels when we can find people online who are willing to do it? So I think it makes it that much extra special when we find in real life friends or family that are supporting each other wholeheartedly. And in this case, it's a married couple. They've got separate channels, but they're together all the time, whether it's on screen or in other people's premiere chats and live stream chats. So Chris's Creation Fun started with 3D printing, and they recently renamed the channel so that they could expand the content. So we're looking forward to that. Some new content hopefully coming soon. And then as well, a few shorts here already from Chris's Creation Fun. He's more than halfway on the road to the first 100. We'd like to push him a little bit farther towards that exciting now. A dear, 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 dear friend. So let's spin the wheel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a minute. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Jen Hines is coming up right now, if my copy and paste wants to work. And the Stock Explorer and Smallholder Homestead are both in the house. Thank you both for being here. Jan Hines is coming up on the screen right now. She's actually got a couple of channels as well. So some of you will have noticed there's a bit of a change to the way that the wheel works, and I'll add some names to our wheel from our chat list in another few moments here. The way that the wheel works now is it will be based on who's most active in the chat, and therefore who's most supportive during each stream, let's just say. We've put a few super chatters on the wheel, and the video descriptions always have instructions and information about exactly how the stream works and exactly how the wheel works. So it's a little bit different than what we've been doing, but lets us have a bit of a calmer stream. It'll still be very busy in the chat, I expect, and we'll still put channels on the wheel and the screen, but the magic is always in the chat, of course. That's where the activity really happens here. So Jan Hines is up right now, bringing self-care, hygiene, lifestyle, and much more. Almost 1,100 subscribers. They're well on the road right now. I'm just going to see what they've got in their latest videos. It's been a while. They've got shorts on the channel, though. These have started as well, so one of them is getting close to 500 views. Live streams are an idea possibly for the future, but when we get to their other channel, we see Life with Jan. She's got 64 subscribers here, so we'd like to push her towards that first 100. We think about it all the time with newer channels, and then it's been a little while since she's posted here, but hopefully we'll find some new content shortly. Odom's Homestead is dropping a super chat. Thank you for that. They've done that many times before. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, however. Off like the whole computer. The mouse jumps around and everything is a disaster. Chris's Clever Craft. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, he is Chris's Clever Craft was right on the new description, the changes to the description, talking about how the wheel is going to work as well. Chris's Clever Craft is somebody who brings fun everywhere that he goes and has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here. He's also supporting on all of my channels. The reason why I say that is so that you understand what kind of support to expect back from creators like that. So we've got Chris's Clever Craft and Odom's Homestead on the wheel now. Hookin' and Stitchin' Island Style just grabbed a membership, so thank you for that. Not sure if they're actually in the chat right now or if that's just a membership rolling over. I think they just grabbed that right now, so thank you for that. You might be waiting out the 20 minutes to get into the chat. I promise you that feature actually really helps when it comes to trolling, spamming, and all the negative things we don't want to see, so I appreciate your patience there, but we'll look forward to having you in the chat soon if that's the case. And that's Hookin' and Stitchin' Island Style, so thanks for being here. Rushing Wind Mountain is up right now. This is a channel that comes to us from the Pacific Northwest, and they bring us wildlife and nature videos more than anything else. They're expecting to bring us calm, peaceful, and relaxing content. You'll find that when you get there. They've got, forgive me, I didn't, you know what we're doing on New Year's? I'm going to put this video into my catch-up list. This is a fireplace that they set up right before New Year's so that people would have that to watch. My family, we ended up actually playing games together. Pardon me. Some of you may know Jackbox TV, which is a something you can get on Steam, and we always plug that into the TV and then play with our phones and stuff like that. But they're fun, not quite trivia games, but something like that. Pardon me. They got things like Pictionary in it and stuff like that. But we ended up doing lots of that on the weekend. Oh, Chelsea Gainey, thank you. Our stream is buffering a bit today, everyone, so if you find it buffering, just please refresh. So Rushing Wind Mountain put up that different kind of video, but it's right in line with everything else they're doing on their channel. And then they've got, like I said, wildlife and nature videos. If you dig through the content a bit, especially in the shorts, you might find some humorous moments as well. They got 5,000 and 6,000 views on some of these. That's no surprise. You know, lots of people will be happy to see lots of wildlife, pets, and things like that. One of the vision, but if I have something on for background or to fall asleep to, there's a free one out there called Pluto TV. And they've got a couple of my favorite shows on it. Cheers and Frasier, something I watch endlessly. But they also have like a pet channel, at least one. I'm not sure if they have more, where it's literally just like footage of cats and dogs and pets and things like that. Oh, and I see what you mean, Chris's Clever Craft. Yeah, thank you for asking about that. Let me see if I can find it. Hopefully, I don't want to ever solicit that kind of thing. I'll have to look at it when we go on break. We'll go on break in another 5 minutes here. I'll see if I can find it. There's a special URL for it that has a page. You go to the page and then it's like a checkout, like PayPal or something like that. I don't want to solicit that kind of thing. Like super chats and donations here or anything like that. It's always unnecessary. But I will get a hold of the URL and I'll show everybody how that works if you'd like after the next break. Lots of creators use formats like that because Apple and Google take a chunk. Some of us look at it as a big chunk off of things like super chats and memberships and everything else. So there are creators out there that actually refuse to donate on Apple or Google platforms because the tax, if you want to call it that, is so severe. Whereas they'll sidestep into things like Buy Me a Coffee or Venmo and Cash App and PayPal and things like that. Paranormal Slumber Party, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and I'll appreciate your patience. Chris Clevercraft has been a long-time friend, but I'll pull that up right after the next break, just so that I can find it. And there you go. Yeah, Streamlabs will take a smaller chunk. Charlene Heel, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. I'm hoping that it works and it's going to pop up on the screen. It should, but we'll see if you're going to do something like that. Again, I don't want to solicit it. It's absolutely not necessary. Not to mention, Chris's Clevercraft already dropped a super chat today, so I've got him on the wheel. And I'll add some names to the wheel in another moment here. Let's spin. Let's get another channel ready to go. And then we'll think about adding some names right now. So look at that. Chris's Clevercraft is going to come up. Okay, never mind. I get into these long speeches, and then I change my mind 100 times about things. Since Chris's Clevercraft is coming up right now, I'll dig into the background of Streamlabs and see if I can find that page. And Rushing Wind Mountain, obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Now, Streamlabs is something you can log into the same way that we do with Nightbot, like I showed earlier. If you want to look at the timestamp on this, we're about an hour and 28 minutes into episode 664, somewhere around there. And there is a system in here called tipping. And what it's going to do is allow you to set up a page like what you're going to see here. I'm going to drop the link into my browser so that it shows up. And this is a page that can be very well customized. I haven't done anything with it, obviously. But then what somebody can do, you can set predetermined amounts for people to just donate if they want to. But somebody can customize however much they want to do. I didn't realize even, or I might have forgotten already, that Streamlabs allows like a monthly membership type of idea as well. You can send a message, and then actually, you know what we'll do? Why don't we, I don't know how easy this is going to be. Let me take this off the screen. I'll put Chris's Clevercraft's channel up, and I'll see if I can send one of those things through the chat. Chris's Clevercraft is somebody who brings fun into everywhere he goes, actually, including here in Tuber Chat. He's been a longtime friend. I just want to do this in the background because I'm going to obviously use, probably has to use a credit card. I'll see what happens with these things here. And pardon me for a quick second while I see if I can get this thing working. Chris's Clevercraft comes to us from what I call the homesteading community as well. Oh, something is wrong here. Oh, I can't, yeah, forgive me, Chris's Clevercraft. I can't seem to get the thing to work easily. I was putting it in another window in the background just because I might have to use a credit card or something like that. Looks like it works with PayPal and all that, but I'll, yeah, forgive me. I'll think about that. That might be something I can do for indoors and outdoors. They give us a great look both in their home and online. I'm sure everybody's seen something like that where we're working on buying something or purchasing something, and then all of a sudden you realize, like in the small print at the bottom of the page, there might be a checkbox that says, oh yes, by the way, charge me for this extra thing, and you have to turn that off sometimes. And you know, I don't think that's an ethical way to run a website, but that's just my opinion. And then I only ever reset once because we don't want everybody to be waiting and wondering and, you know, tying themselves up. Gaming YT, we see a gaming channel from Chris's Clever Craft. And I just switched networks, so hopefully it'll stick a little bit better now. When we look at this creator, they're bringing a variety in different video games, lots of Fortnite here. I still haven't played this for the life of me. 613 subscribers. Hopefully we can push him towards the 700 he's thinking about. And part of me, hooking and stitching island style. So thank you again. Thank you for joining that membership right away, especially considering this is your first time here. And hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Jonathan Sturgill is here. Pontoon Jody Catfishing, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. And then, yeah, hopefully the internet's a little bit better now. I switched on to another version of the network. You would think the 5G is the better one, but in our case, it's the 2.4 that seems to work. Kaiser Gaming YT's got some shorts here at 4,000 and almost, well over 5,000 views here. Tristan Natural, hopefully I said hello. I know you've been here a while. Live streams as well on this channel have just started, so we'll see if Chris's Clever Craft is going to keep those going. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. We'll go on break for 3.5 minutes, and I'll get some more names onto the wheel. Things have changed, so I hope everybody will read our video description. In the meantime, if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people onto Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We're back with Odom's Homestead in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back. I'm just adding a couple names onto the wheel right now. Cabaret Gaming, Chief the BC Gaming, Dispatcher, Sam's Logs, Trains and More, and Silent Silver are all being added to the wheel. So I'll add some more names after we get through a few more. And the wheel has changed. I know Judgment Day Mike Harper was just looking for whether their channel's been looked at. The wheel's changed, and what we're going to do from now, the way we used to run the wheel is based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation during the course of the stream. The most supportive creators in each stream are going to be the ones that are put onto the wheel and eventually the screen. With a couple of exceptions, but there are instructions in our video description that talk exactly about how the wheel works. And we're looking at Odom's Homestead. Now, they dropped a super chat earlier. They've done that kind of thing many times before. So for that reason, we've got their channel originally on the wheel. Now it's come up. Odom's Homestead has got over 1,400 subscribers. I'm going to push them towards the 1,500 they're thinking about. And then they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I see they've got a fairly new video from just a few weeks ago. I'm going to put this one into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, and playlists can be a great tool for that. Ace Flaw 1 and Woman Outdoors, good to see you both here. Thank you, Judgment Day Mike Harper. I never want to solicit things like super chats and memberships. It's absolutely unnecessary here, but very much appreciated, of course. But for that reason, I'm going to put your channel onto the wheel right now. And when we look at Odom's Homestead, we see that they post videos fairly frequently, so they got a few more actually. They've got a lot of homesteading outdoor content, more than indoor on this particular channel. A couple of product reviews here as well, and some member shoutouts, which is great to see. And then shorts videos on this channel have gotten into almost 9,000 views. One of them over 25,000, which is great to see. And then, like I said, they're monetized, but they got live streams as well. They've been going live fairly frequently, at least once a week. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these soon. I must have caught you a month ago, I guess. Yeah, it's been a little while already. Odom's Homestead is a longtime friend. It could be as long as 2 years now. We had this influx of homesteading channels come through, starting about 2 years ago. Some of those friends are still with us today. And then, Get to the Farm says Odom's Homestead was featured in one of their early shoutouts. Get to the Farm does videos that are incredibly informative, information-packed, and they feature a lot of different shoutouts, usually about 10 channels. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Thank you again, Odom's Homestead, for another super chat. They've done that countless times before. Like I said, we put them on the wheel right away for that reason today. Judgment Day Mike Harper just did the same thing, and they've done that countless times before, so we just put them on the wheel as well. So let's see what they've got going on. Judgment Day Mike Harper's here with us just about every single day. This creator's working on 400 subscribers right now, sitting at 366. They've got some videos on their channel that come out usually frequently. This creator's got a lot of information in their About page to give you an idea about what to expect. It's pure variety on this channel, actually. And then when we get into shorts videos, we see that they've posted quite a few of these. One getting over 1,000 views, which is great. Hopefully that continues. Then we get into live streams, and we see that this creator's on several, usually at least a couple times a week, but several times a week. And they've got a second channel as well. If I look for Michael Harper, it can be tough to find a channel like this with a very popular name, but if I use my filters, which you can do on a phone or a computer, it comes up fairly quickly for me because I'm looking at the channel all the time. Here it is. And what I'll do is I'll drop the handle in the chat for everybody if you have trouble finding this one. It really helps when we search, find, and click on each other's channels, but if you can't find them, there's an idea And then Dylan's Chill 17 is just saying, just dropping by, should you post videos less than 60 seconds as regular videos or just post them as shorts? To be honest with you, I'd experiment. If you've got a few ideas, drop a few as regular videos, see if anything happens. If not, shorts have a better chance of an abundant number of views all at once, but shorts usually stop growing after a while. Not always, but you know what I mean. We're talking about the 99% here. So most often you put a short out, you might be lucky and get hundreds or thousands of views within a few days, usually in 1 or 2 bursts, and then they stop. Whereas long form videos have the potential to grow endlessly. So again, these are just ideas, not even saying I'm right, but you could experiment. If it was me, I would put them out as shorts if they're in the right format. If you've got them as horizontal and it is not going to look good as a vertical video, then I would put them out as regular videos. There's nothing wrong with short videos. Shorts themselves are different things, but it's just an idea. Mitchell and Doll is the same creator behind Mitchy Boo. Good to see you in the house. And then yes, KK's travel and education vlogs, I've got you on the wheel. So the wheel now goes by who's most active in the chat, who's here the longest amount of time, as well as most active. Lurking in the background is not going to be as effective. I know we've got a lot of channels that are here to support, so therefore are lurking in the background, and I appreciate that. But the wheel is run by activity in the chat. More than anything else. So that's just a hint, but the instructions are in our video description as well. So this is Michael Harper, a complimentary channel for Judgment Day, Mike Harper, and we see that shorts on this channel have gotten into over 400 views and beyond. He's posting occasionally here, mostly movie reviews. Let's spin. We'll get another channel ready to go. Glorious Platters on the way to the gym. And yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Chief, the BC Gaming Dispatcher, is up here right now with over 1,400 subscribers. They've got over 1,000 videos on the channel, so they're posting frequently. They got some Grand Theft Auto here. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. They put that out yesterday. This creator brings pure variety, but lots of video gameplay. And then this creator actually came to us originally from Instagram, which shows you how the outside social networks can draw in traffic to your videos and your channel. And then, yeah, thank you for that, Pondoon Jody Catfishing. I do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. And the truth of the matter is, being on the wheel or the screen is the least important part of Tuber Chat. That's why the channel is actually called Tuber Chat, is because we know that the magic really happens in the chat. As long as you're conversating with other people, that's how friendships here are built. I just put channels on the screen so we have something to talk about for 3.5 minutes or so. And yes, Chief the BC Gaming Dispatcher, I will look for your second channel in a second here. And then let's see. Let's see what yeah, wheel is bonus time. Get to the farm. Absolutely. I know that it feels like it's more important. You know, my imagination tells me that people think that being on the screen means that, you know, 4, 5, or 10 people are all going to run to your channel at that moment, but it never happens. It's not the way it goes. Might be 1 or 2, but usually not more than that, no matter how many people are in the chat. Putting the channels on the screen just gives me a chance to get to know them, gives me a chance to talk about something and get to know the content on the channels a little bit better, so that people, after you hear of a channel 4, 5, 6, 7 times, even if you haven't spoken to them directly in the chat, you'd be like, oh, he's always talking about this channel. There must be something about this. Or they've been very supportive to us and to me for a long time, and that speaks volumes to people as well. Oh, well, if Tuber Chat says that they're supportive, then they probably are. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's what my imagination tells me. I certainly don't catch everything. There are a lot of channels that are supportive. There are a lot of channels doing things that I haven't even mentioned because I haven't noticed or seen yet. I try to catch as much content from everybody as I can and over time get to know them. But I constantly learn about channels and creators on top of the things we learn about YouTube. Chief the BC Gaming Dispatcher has some live streams here as well. And these are just part of what this creator brings. I'm going to see if I can find their second channel here. Oh, what on earth did they call that? BC. If I call it BC Interviews, is it going to come up right away? Journey with BC and Interviews. There it is. I'm going to try to remember this. Journey with BC and Interviews. This is the second channel from Chief the BC Gaming Dispatcher, and they've got almost 700 subscribers now. They're almost halfway to 700. They've got a few videos here. They've got some shorts on the channel as well. A little bit more variety, getting into 700 views and beyond. And then when we get into live streams, we see that they expect to be interviewing lots of creators and bringing StreamYard panels. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're actually a longtime friend now. The Stock Explorer is making me laugh. They said, please send snow to Florida. Yeah, can you imagine? I heard that, I wonder if everybody remembers. It's got to be beyond 10 years ago now. But there was 1 year that it snowed in Florida and the oranges all froze. So orange juice in Canada went to like $7 a jug or carton now, where it was basically double the price, $3 or $4, and then it went up to like 7 or 8. I remember that. Shortages, right? Supply and demand drive a lot of this stuff. Right now, obviously, the world's going through a monster correction, so there is inflation far beyond our wildest imagination all at once. But I remember that one time. There was another thing too. Some people will remember a tsunami that went through Japan and wiped out some hard drive factories. And if you were trying to buy a hard drive for a while, it was a tough thing. And you know, some of these things that happen in the world, if we want to call them acts of God or anything like that, can really throw a wrench into a lot of different things, not to mention affect a lot of people's lives, obviously, in an extremely negative way. Izzy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, in Arizona, Crow's Nest, is that right? Every other winter? Interesting. We still had barely any here in the Toronto and Niagara Falls area. Niagara Falls has had more than Toronto, but in Ontario, we're in Canada. We expect to be covered in snow right now, and it's not. This is one of the rare occasions. It's not uncommon for us in Toronto to be looking out the window on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day to see if it's going to snow, but certainly not by New Year's. It's almost never happens that we don't have a foot of snow by now. Orange, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Ree's Blissful Connections brings us a lot of variety on their channel. They participated in Vlogmas as well. I'm just going to grab another crafting memories video that they've got here and put that in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with them. When we look at their channel, we see that they started their content as a professional educator and homeschooler, bringing us some educational videos that will help us with things like goal setting and organization. They've really expanded, so self-care was the theme behind their Vlogmas series. And then they've got some shorts on the channel as well. These bring more variety. One of them over 4,800 views, which is great to see. Ria's Blissful Connections is another creator who supports all of my channels. She's actually gone to great lengths, for which I'm grateful over the last several months. I've caught her comments and things on the other channels as well, so I appreciate that. Sam's Logs Trains and More is coming up right now. Another hour from now, we'll stay here on Tuber Chat for another hour if everybody would like. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. But then we'll go over and we'll do a test stream on the music channel and see if we can run that for an hour. For those of you who haven't seen it, we have all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat available as copyright-free music for your videos and live streams. And occasionally we stream, once that channel's monetized, stabilized, hopefully within another month or two. We'll see. That's optimistic, but we'll see. I might get back into 24-hour streams, but you can come over there. We got a video game running. You can participate in the chat while music plays. It's almost like a virtual nightclub over there. And when we look at Samsog's Trains and More, we see a creator that is working on 1,900 subscribers. Sam has been a member and a moderator here over 3 years. This creator is an incredibly supportive supporter, if that makes sense. He comes to us from the UK. He brings a lot of train videos, as you'd expect. Some of those are of the trains themselves, sometimes the stations they depart from, sometimes he's indoors, sometimes he's outdoors, sometimes he's giving us a look around, or he's giving us some tips and tricks for our train travel. Sometimes he's taking a trip of his own. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More also brings us vlogging content, unboxing videos, shout outs, and then a lot of live streams as well. He can do StreamYard panels, sometimes trivia games, sometimes he's giving us channel updates. We've got an unboxing video for Christmas expected on the channel shortly, he says. And then shorts on the channel have also gotten into 4,000 and even beyond 5,000 views here. Now, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More is here as a member and a moderator, but every moderator on this channel has been a dear friend of mine for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels, and they all do different things, but one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity, and for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres and live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel. In the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. So Silent Silver is coming up right now. It's time for me to get some names onto the wheel. So we'll do that after our next break. We'll go in another couple of minutes here. And we, like I said, we've still got an hour to go. It looks like the internet's back to normal here. And then Nookie, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Thank you, Gloria's Platter, as well. Silent Silver is going to talk to us about numismatic collectible coins and other collectible ideas, along with precious metals, of which I am a big fan. Glitter World, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the glitter bombs. Silent Silver has over 800 subscribers now, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. When we look at this channel, I can tell everybody, now I only know the smallest amount about this stuff or nothing at all, but I can tell you that I am a fan of precious metals. There is a very big difference between numismatic collectible coins and precious metals when we're thinking about investing. But Silent Silver and their community can help us make sense of that. One of the things they talk about is silver stacking, for instance. Not to mention they do some shout outs, mail calls, channel support. They talk about prepping, like training, shooting, gardening, cooking, and a bit of travel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. When we get into shorts on this channel, we see that they're getting into 6,000 views and well beyond now. And then live streams on the channel are even frequent. They're coming on hopefully more frequently lately. They've done a couple over the last several weeks, but hopefully they'll do those a little more frequently as well. I'd love to catch them again. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And Izzy is dropping a super chat here. They've done that kind of thing countless times before, so I've put them on the wheel. It's time for me to get some more names on the wheel, and I'll get some more names on the wheel in a moment. So Nookie, thank you. Yes, you were sent over by Moon Boots, so thank you for that. Moon Boots has been with us several times now. So thank you for that. Still, word of mouth is the best way to get exposure for your channel, right? The more you do for others and the more you promote others, the more you'll find yourself being promoted. One of the things, I can give everybody a hint, the number one thing that I am thanked for on YouTube is sharing on the community tab. And I do it somewhere between 6 and 8 times a day. Most of the shares are for other creators. For a long time, we weren't putting out our own streams, but now I'm going to start doing that again a little bit. And then if we have something, I'll even share between our moderators, members, super chatters, other supporters. There's a bit of a system to it, but the love is always spread around, so that supporters of any kind get a little bit of that love as well. It's not just like heavily pushed against those who, or for those who super chat and give memberships and things like that. I always insist on keeping everything open between everybody. There's lots of ways to support creators, even outside of the idea of memberships and super chats and things. Sharing is probably number one. Obviously, watching, liking, commenting, and all the things we wish for on YouTube typically. And then there's other things that people get involved in as well that we don't talk about often enough here, which is things like affiliate programs and things. When you see affiliate links in creators' descriptions and things like that are on their channels for things that you use, you can help them by hitting those affiliate links right before you're going to go and buy some. If you're going to go and buy something online anyway, let's just say from Amazon, for which I am an affiliate, of course, but there's lots of creators here in the Tuber Chat family that are also Amazon affiliates. If you are not yet, it might be an idea to consider. You have to have a certain amount of traffic to be able to hold on, or you can get kicked out repeatedly. I've been kicked out of Canada like a couple of times already. I gotta build the traffic up to be able to sustain the affiliate program there, but I was grandfathered in the United States. One of the channels I run brings in thousands of dollars a year. This guy's got everything from GoPros to phones and everything else. Even a 5,000, I say 5,000 in Canadian dollars, we'll call it 3,500 or 4,000 American dollars for a laptop, essentially free because it came out of Amazon money. But you can help other creators by clicking on one of their affiliate links right before you're about to buy something if you are not already an affiliate. Now, there's no ways to cheat that I've heard of. You can't use your own affiliate links. You can't get your friends and family to do it. Amazon, Google, and everybody else are just way too smart for that, so we can't trick them. But these are just ideas. So next up is Izzy. We're going to get to their channel in 3.5 minutes. We still got an hour to go. I'll add some names to the wheel while we're gone, and if anybody, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. All right, we're back. We're about to look at Izzy. When I look for this channel, they've got a bit of a popular and short name here. It can be tough to find, so I will put their handle in the chat if you need it. It's always a better idea to search, find, and click on each other. We can do that by matching the avatar here. It's very recognizable, and they should be easy to find. They've got over 1,400 subscribers. Now, I've added a couple more names onto the wheel. Chelsea Gainey is there. It's me, Alec, the Stock Explorer, and Makeup Mom and Son are there. The wheel now has changed a little bit, so it's going to work based on who's most actively engaged in conversation in the chat. I can see that it's actually working a little bit better than I expected. We had to say goodbye to Bautissimo a month ago. They stopped their service, but Streamlabs keeps the statistics that we need so that I can keep an eye on how active everybody's been in the chat. So you see a bit of a list here, right? And then so when I need names for the chat, I go through the list, and then depending on who is still here and whose turn it is, they get added to the wheel. I just saw it get to the farm there, actually. My expectation is that Just Jason Keto will probably be up in moments as well. Now, Izzy is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They expect to bring us pure variety on their channel. Lots of animation that we see, and these beautiful, colorful thumbnails, as a matter of fact. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety when you get there. Izzy's here with us just about every single day, as a matter of fact. They've got up to 1,600 views on a couple of these shorts videos. These are pure variety, and then one of them over 12,000, which is great to see. Live streams on the channel are also frequent. They just did one this morning. They're doing these almost every day or every other day, so hopefully everybody will catch that. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. I've spun the wheel, so we'll get another channel up onto the screen in a second. Chelsea Gainey has been pretty active in the chat today. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. I think we've only seen it a couple of times before. Yeah, maybe even only once, to be honest with you. Chelsea Gainey is working on over 1,500 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,600 they're thinking about. Face the Aces in the house. Good to see you here. Not sure if Pretty Witty and Risky is still here. They were in the stream for a while. I may not have said hello. I don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. When we look at Chelsea Gainey, we see a creator that wants to bring us different types of makeup looks. And I've caught a couple of videos from this creator so far, but they've got a different kind of couple of videos here. I'm going to take your New Year's Glam collab video and put that in my catch-up list. I can see I'm behind with your videos, but this one's a little bit longer than the latest one, and every minute matters when we're thinking about monetization. So I'll take that one for today. Playlist can be a great tool for keeping caught up with creators. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 4,600 views and beyond, one over 9,700, which is great to see. We get an idea of what to expect on the channel from that. Obviously a dynamic creator, and she is streaming occasionally as well, so we'll see if those are going to pick back up. She just did another one a month ago. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Chelsea Gainey. Like I said, she's been very active in the chat today, but she's been with us many times as well. Makeup Mom and Son is coming up, another member and moderator that's been with us for 3 years now. and a dear, dear, dear friend, an incredibly supportive creator. Now, I mentioned the idea of playlists, and I keep talking about generosity and support. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Just Jason Keto and Morris getting put on the wheel right now, and then I'll add some more names as we need them. Yes, Chelsea Gainey. Hopefully everybody enjoys the Unicorn family. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Now, Makeup Mom and Son is posting videos fairly frequently, still to this day. She's got a tea advent calendar video from Christmas to put up. I'm going to have a look at that by putting that in my catch-up playlist. This creator, like I said, has been with us for well over 3 years now. It's more like 3.5. Makeup Mom and Son is closing in on 2,000 subscribers. She's going to have it any time now. Wouldn't be surprised if she gets it within the next couple of weeks. Hopefully everybody will connect with her. Makeup Mom and Son started with beauty. She does a lot of get ready with me type videos, lots of makeup looks, and she does really well with series of videos like Halloween and Christmas and things like that. When we dig through her content, you get an idea of some of the product reviews she's doing, monthly subscription boxes, taste test challenges. This creator has always been very focused on finding new content for her audience. So an example is you see familiar things like BoxyCharm and FabFitFun, which are like these monthly subscriptions. She's gotten into some of the snack ones as well, but she mixes up those monthly subscriptions so that she can do different unboxing videos and expose new different things to her audience as well. When we get into her shorts, we see that these have done well, getting into 29,000, 37,000 views. A lot of variety here, but some of her makeup looks are there as well. When we get into live streams, these are something we're hoping she picks back up. She's thinking about doing interviews. She's done a lot of those before. I've been honored to have actually been interviewed by her, but she's introduced us to a lot of different creators through some of these interview live streams. She's on StreamYard panels often. I have joined her several times, both on her channel and others as well. So I'm just going to show you a second channel from the son of Makeup Mom and Son. I know that Caden and Suzuki might be getting a little bit old for some of the chocolate that I send over at Christmas, but there's a special kind of chocolate that comes out throughout North America, but they used to have toys in them, and my understanding is they don't anymore. So Kinder eggs, they're little egg-shaped chocolates, orange and white is the wrapper, and they have toys in them in Canada, but they're not allowed in the States, so I keep sending those over. So if you wonder why do they keep sending the same thing all the time, I know the kids are getting older, but it's something that is pure contraband, so, you know, shipping things like that across the border is always a great idea. Regional Sky Girl, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now, this channel is Caden Plays It. So Mom is obviously helping Son. This is the son of Makeup Mom and Son. There are unboxing videos. There's some video gameplay and product reviews or challenges if we want to look through these, as well as shorts on the channel. There's a few now, and then live streams are something that they might continue with some video gameplay as well. So hopefully everybody will encourage this young creator with now more than halfway to their 100 subscribers. And yeah, no, it's true. Yes, Jesse Miller Unboxings and More says no one is too old for chocolate. They say Caden loves Kinder, and yeah, that's okay. Makeup Mom and Son. I don't expect everybody to do unboxing videos and things like that. We're all busy, but we all know that sometimes people in the community have different things going on preventing them from doing the regular thing. I never seem to get around to unboxing videos. Mommy Lay TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. even my son is now 27 years old, and I give him Kinder eggs in his, well, how do I say that properly? He receives Kinder eggs at Christmas every year. Still to this day, that will probably be a forever idea. And, oh, really? KK's Travel and Education Vlogs? Yeah, I know. I don't want to admit it, but I eat an enormous amount of chocolate. It's my biggest problem. KK's Travel and Education Vlogs is up right now. This creator is working on 1,200 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. And they post frequently, actually. So they've been posting almost weekly for a long time. Hopefully that picks up again at the beginning of the year. They've got some shorts on the channel as well that have gotten into 3,000 views and beyond, one over 10,000. And then when we get into live streams, we see that this creator as well has got some live streams planned already. One for the end of the month. I wonder if these are placeholders, because they're set quite far in advance. One of them is, yeah, some of these are set quite far in advance. So we'll see what KK's Travel and Education Vlogs is going to do. You know, it's possible to set a live stream like years in advance if you wanted to, and then just, you know, you wouldn't usually do that, but you could. And then what I recommend to a lot of creators is the idea, if you're unsure of when you're going to be able to stream, just set the stream later than you expect to be on and go on early. That's an advisable idea. If you want to post in advance. Posting in advance has a lot of benefits to it, because people can get in and like the stream and start engaging with it, and in a lot of cases they can even leave comments and start chatting long before you even start. That's why here on Tuber Chat, now we did not post our streams in advance for many months, but we're back to doing that now, so I expect to do that for a very long time, if not forever. Because of the help that it gives and the engagement that it can. So if you're able to post in advance, it's my recommendation in almost every case. That's why premieres, I'm even recommending those more and more. For almost everybody, I've recommended them for a long time, even though I haven't done an abundant number myself. And on some of the channels that I run, the idea was kind of, if you're going to do it, do it. If you're not going to do it, don't bother. And it is an embarrassing thing when you set up a premiere and then don't make it to your own premiere. I just did that again a few months ago. I can't believe it. But it can happen, I promise you. I make as many mistakes as anybody. Posting in advance can really help, though. Now, It's Me Alec is an incredibly supportive creator, somebody who does a lot of sharing. I'm connected to them on Facebook. I see them sharing all the time. 91 subscribers now. We'd love to push them towards the 100 that we know that they're thinking about. They got some shorts here as well. And then live streams. It's Me Alec has changed up their content a few times, but they seem to be streaming frequently. And our dear friends Two Pineapples are in the house. They got a 24-hour live stream going, and their channel is growing rapidly. For anybody that's been keeping score, they've been friends of ours now for what's getting on. It could be 3.5 years, so I think it's 3 years. And when you head over there, they live in Hawaii, and they give us a look around their area. But one of the things they do is stream 24 hours. Volcano that's quite active, as a matter of fact. But they get viewers from around the world, and it's a very active chat. They've been dear friends for a long time, and they share a lot of knowledge, too, when it comes to the idea of growing our channels. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Slim Jim Longfoot, good to see you here. Cabaret Gaming is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. Cabaret Gaming's another friend of about 3 years, as a matter of fact. So they bring video gameplay. They've actually got 2 channels. We'll look at both of those. But what they typically do is gameplay of different popular titles. Lately, they're playing Scarface. I may have not remembered that was even a game. Lots of Grand Theft Auto on the channel. Lots of more variety in popular titles. They bring shorts as well. Some of these have done really well. That's a bit of a hint for the gaming channels, also getting into 41,000, 50,000 views and beyond. Live streams are frequent. They've got one coming up in a few days, but they usually stream almost every day. Actually, I've caught them many times before, and they're out, often playing Grand Theft Auto and other popular titles here. But they always give you a warm welcome. They do a great job of keeping up in the chat, and they're monetized over here with lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then where they're working on 2,200 subscribers. When we look at their second channel, we see Cabarar Vlogs. This is where they give us tips, tricks, tutorials, and tech from the same creator behind Cabarar Gaming. So hopefully everybody will connect with them here. They're working on some watch hours with that words on stream and some other music background streams here. They've got shorts on the channel as well, bite-sized information. Some of what they do over here could be looked at as almost the first level of advanced when it comes to tutorials, but lots of informative content so far. They're working on 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up in a second. Gloria's Platter's going to get added to the wheel in a second here. Horror games are your favorite to watch, says Chelsea Gainey. We've got a few creators in the Tuber Chat family that play like Friday the 13th and a couple of other games, like Hunt is one that's popular as well that we see sometimes. Get to the Farm is up right now. Let me get Gloria's Platter on the wheel. I'll add some more names to the wheel when we go on our next break in another 7 or 8 minutes here. And we're still expecting to be on for another almost 40 minutes. We'll go over to the music channel after. We'll run a music channel live stream for an hour where everybody can continue connecting. And we have link drops over there as well. There's music playing, a video game going you can participate in, and it's like a virtual nightclub over there. I'm just going to take the latest video. It's very short, but Get to the Farm has got a different kind of season's greeting video here, so I'll put that in my catch-up list. This creator is now over 1,000 subscribers and seeming to be well on the way towards 1,100. One of the things that really blew me away about this channel, now they've been with us a long time, what I'm guessing is about 2 years now. And it took a long time for me to catch on to what they had done. So first of all, Get to the Farm is narrating on their husband's channel, which is I Want to Know. We'll look at that in a moment. But when they narrate their own videos, what they're doing is giving us usually 10 different homesteading channels that we can connect with, but they really put a lot of consideration into learning about the channels and their content. So while they teach us about homesteading on their videos, they're also letting us know what more we have to learn from each of the channels they're going to introduce us to. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I am kind of blown away by this channel, to be honest with you, the way they can produce their commercial or their content. When we look at the shorts on this channel, we see that they've gotten into 4,000, even 5,000 views and beyond. Live streams are something they've done in the past, but we'll keep an eye on the channel. We got notification bells on for everyone, of course. See if they're going to bring them back. They've thought about bringing back live streams with a bit of a focus on homesteading, but allowing people to connect in the same way that we do here. I Want to Know is a channel that brings us the unexplained. The idea is if we want to know, they want to know. They talk about monsters, myth, magic, and advanced civilizations, lost artifacts, ancient legends, basically anything that is unexplained. 425 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 they're thinking about. The Soldier Family Network is in the house. That's Amanda. She's been a dear friend of mine and an incredibly supportive creator for well more than 4 years now, probably 4.5. She is one of the very first channels that I was introduced to in the small YouTuber community after I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years, actually. And her community started introducing me around and bringing many more friends, and inspired the idea behind this channel. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures back in the house. Thank you for being here. And when we look at shorts on I Want to Know's channel, we see these have gotten into 800 views and beyond. So that will likely continue as they post more and more. they'll continue to grow. Let's spin the wheel. Yeah, we still got another at least half hour to go. Just Jason Keto and more is coming up. I'm fighting my way through my coffee right now. I finally put one of those chocolate and salt from Element. Boy, is that salty. And I'm going to try, so I'm drinking a Tim Hortons coffee. Tim Hortons, for lack of a better analogy, I compare it to Dunkin' Donuts from our friends in the United States. I'm in Canada, of course. Everybody loves Dunkin', right? And Tim Hortons just seems to be what has become our most popular coffee and donut franchise now. They've got a few more things, but I drink their coffee all the time. But now they sell it where you can just take, like, even instant coffee. I mostly drink instant coffee that I make at home, but it's their thing. It's fine for me. I'm not a coffee connoisseur yet or anything. And Just Jason Keto and More was gracious enough to send over a bunch of their electrolyte powders that you put into different kinds of drinks, but sent a note along to let me know that one of them, which is actually chocolate flavored, now that we're talking about chocolate too, but it's a mix of electrolytes and salt that can help you hydrate, right? Something that might be better than, let's say, a Gatorade or some of the other stuff that's out there. And so I tried one, but I think tomorrow I'll try another one in a dark roast coffee and see if that helps. If it's a little bit darker or stronger, it might help. First Floor Audio is in the house from the UK. We'll see what they've got going on. Usually I like things that are really rich in flavor. Now, see, Just Jason Keto and More has been an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. He's actually another fellow Canadian, only from a couple hours away from me. And another fellow Canadian is in the house. Cake No Eat Meat Day with cherry on top and more is Danforth Avenue Wellness. They just came from Tim Hortons, so yes, cheers to you with the coffee. First Floor Audio dropped a super chat, so I put their channel on the wheel right away. I'll get some more names on the wheel shortly. Handicap Traveler, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Instructions are in our video description for anybody that's new, and if you haven't read our updated video description in a while, the wheel has changed, and I've described the changes in the description of every live stream now, so I hope you go and read that. I changed it a little over a month ago. Now, Just Jason Keto and More is going to motivate us as soon as we get to the channel. If you started today, imagine where you could be this time next year. That could apply to just about anything, right? But typically what he wants to help us with is a healthy eating and healthy living type of lifestyle, especially when we think about keto. So you can see his latest keto video, should you start keto in 2024? I'm going to put that in my catch-up list so I can catch that video. He wants to help us with healthy eating and healthy living through a lot of different types of content. So first of all, video shorts and live streams, but he's got a lot of recipes on his channel. He just did a series of 12 different chaffle recipes, but he will bring us product reviews and recipes for other types of meals and snacks and different types of things, and help us make sense of some of the ingredients that we might find from some of the store-bought products that we might choose when we're thinking about a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He also goes to great lengths to bring us content like these informative videos from Keto Palooza. He's got guests on his channel, often in videos or live streams, and they share their tips and tricks, trials, tribulations, and they have conversations. He's also got a vibrant community in the chat. I've been with him many times for live streams and premieres, and the whole community wants to help each other. He often will be found saying if he helped just one person, that's kind of what he's aiming for. I'm sure he's helping more people than he realizes, actually. But when we get to his shorts videos, you find a bit of a hint here as well. Some of these healthy looking grilling shorts have gotten into 4,000, 5,000, and even well beyond 6,000 views. One of them over 22,000, which I've seen, by the way. And then when we get into live streams, he's on every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. and he is usually on for about an hour, as you can see. I've caught him several times. Hopefully I'll catch him for this Thursday if he's going to be on. Usually if he doesn't drop a stream, he drops a premiere or a video of some sort. But Jason could either be on his own, keeping up with the chat and having conversations about keto and healthy eating, healthy living kind of lifestyle, or he could have a guest with him occasionally as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto and More. He's an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and working on 1,300 subscribers right now. So hopefully we can push him a little bit farther. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody would like to swap playlists, by the way, I know Just Jason Keto and More will be willing to do it. He is right on the edge of the monetization. He's going to have the hours anytime now. We were kind of hoping it might be before the end of the year, but he was down to his last couple of hundred, I think, right? So if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. First Floor Audio dropped a super chat, so I put them on the wheel right away. They're going to come up in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're looking at First Floor Audio. This is a longtime friend now from the UK. He dropped a super chat, so we put his channel on the wheel right away. I've added another couple of names. I thought I had Marketplace Boutique on there already. Our Treasured Home's been added, along with Woman Outdoors. I'm going to try to move it through channels. Glorious Platter might be heading out. I got her channel on the wheel for a while now, but if it comes up, we'll just look at it quickly. The Stock Explorer, part of me, is still on there as well. First Floor Audio is Lee from the UK. This is a talented producer and performer, singer, songwriter. He brings his original works in the form of music videos on his channel. Lately, he's been posting a couple of extra bits of variety. I've got the latest video. It's quite short, but I'll put that in my catch-up list. All his original music is available for us to listen to in separate music videos here. He's got a few shorts, but these are meant to promote some live streams. There's mine forked right there. Always happy to see creators collaborating. And then when we get into live streams, Lee is on several times a week. He's usually on almost every other day, I believe. I've caught him many times for different themed performances. He's always got StreamYard panelists on with him. He brings the audience right into the music while he performs and produces, and you can watch him create songs while you're there as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. First Floor Audio, like I said, dropped a super chat earlier, so we put his channel on the wheel right away. He's done that kind of thing countless times before, and again, that's Lee, and he's working on 1,300 subscribers. He's also monetized, so lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Again, if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Adventures of Kenny and Debbie, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. They're longtime friends as well. And Glorious Platter is up right now. Now, this is a creator that brings delicious looking content on her channel. She's really expanded her content over the last long while. Occasionally she'll bring us travel type videos or a look around her area. I'm just going to take one of her latest videos. I accidentally clicked a few things there. I'm going to grab one of her latest videos and put that into a special playlist I use called Catch Up. It's just meant to catch up with creators or keep caught up. Lots of delicious looking content on this channel. She brings us cooking videos more than anything else. You see some of that in the shorts, but a few of these have started to move as well into 16,000, 17,000, one of them over 21,000 views. Live streams are frequent on the channel as well. Now, hopefully she's going to bring these back because it's been a few months, but this creator was doing a great job, especially with cooking live streams, being very considerate about the preparation, but still giving us a look at the full process of creating either the dishes or meals that she creates. So Glorious Platter has been a dear friend for what I believe is over 3 years now. 3,300 subscribers. You know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond, and they've long surpassed that. When we get into the Stock Explorers channel, this is another creator who's here as a member and a moderator, and another friend of well beyond 2 years. It could be as much as 3 now, getting close to it. The Stock Explorer is Nora, and this is a creator that brings us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. They do that through everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topic like options trading and NFTs. They bring us shorts, videos, and live streams on their channel. Sometimes there are charts and graphs for us to see. Sometimes it's friendly conversation, but they often have product in hand on the channel as well. When we look at shorts, they bring a lot more variety here, but they've gotten into 2,000 and 3,000, almost 4,000 views. One that's still moving over 8,200 views, which is great to see. Live streams on their channel are frequent as well. Nora tries to go live a few times a week. Lately, they've been doing a lot of lottery ticket scratch battles with other creators. collaborating with others is a great way to grow your channel and grow your audience. Sometimes, like I said, there's charts and graphs here when they're talking stocks and crypto, and sometimes it's friendly conversation. I've joined them on their channel for a 2-hour conversation actually about YouTube. I'm going to hit their second channel for a second also, and Tropical Buzz is a second channel that's brought to us by Nora the Stock Explorer. This creator will educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they're going to grow themselves, and they happen to be in Florida. They get involved in seed swaps and things like that, so we'll look forward to more content on the channel. They've got a few shorts here as well. These have gotten into over 600, almost 700 views. So that's the Stock Explorer with 2 different channels there. Our Treasured Home is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. I'll add a couple more names to the wheel. We've still got about 15 minutes to go. I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes, but we'll fire up the music channel and try heading over there for a test stream. And what we've got over there is all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat, available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. On the music channel, when we live stream, it's like a virtual nightclub over there. We've got some gameplay footage. There's a video game going. You can participate in the chat. The conversation gets a little bit lively at times, and hopefully everybody enjoys their time there. The music is all the same that you hear from in the background of Tuber Chat, but there's never any vocals. So when you run that music, even if it's just running something like that behind your own live stream, you know you're never going to be sung on top of, and there's no sound effects or anything like that as well to interfere. So hopefully everybody enjoys that. Now, our Treasured Home is up. We'll see what this creator has got going on. I didn't realize we haven't already looked at their channel on the screen yet. They've been with us many times before, I believe. They've got almost 1,200 subscribers already. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'm going to put this into a special playlist called Watch Later, which is a private playlist we all have. That will give me an opportunity after the stream to go through my Watch Later list, watch your video in full, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video, and a thumbs up, as well as subscribing and turning the notification bell on, which I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. This creator's got some shorts here at 5,000, even well over 7,000 views, which is great to see. And live streams are frequent on the channel, so they're doing these at least a couple of times a week, which is great. Hopefully, we, like I said, we can push them towards the 1,200 that they're thinking about. Marketplace Boutique is coming up right now, and I'll get another couple of names onto the wheel. Marketplace Boutique is going to talk to us about another stream of income, or possibly even more than one actually, when we think about the idea of buying and selling. This creator started an e-commerce business in 1998, and they continue that today, and they bring us the ins and outs of finding great deals on different types of things we might buy and sell on platforms like eBay to hopefully profit while still giving people a great deal. I'm just looking for some names to add to the wheel right now. I'll add a couple of them. Takes me a second to go through my list here. Living Large with L Crew will be added right now. And if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures will come up on the wheel as well. and we'll spin in another moment. So Marketplace Boutique, like I said, is going to talk to us about buying and selling. I do a bit of eBay work myself. I've done this for a few years now. I've probably listed a couple of thousand things and shipped over 1,000 packages. But I can tell you that those parts of what Marketplace Boutique talks about are easy stuff. Anybody can get started with that, and once you've done it once or twice, literally only takes minutes. The magic comes in how to find the right types of things to buy and sell while profiting and giving somebody a good deal at the same time. So Marketplace Boutique is going to help us with that. They've got actually a different kind of video here for the latest one. I saw the thumbnail pop up earlier today. It was recommended to me. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list here. They found an abandoned building, and they're going to go bring us through that. So I've got that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. You'll get more information about their story on their about page here. They've got some shorts on the channel as well, and these have gotten into 8,000 and even 12,000 views. And then we'll keep an eye on the channel for live streams as well. They're working on 450 subscribers right now. Hopefully we can get them that milestone, maybe even today with one more subscriber. Let's look at Scrow's Nest, and we'll see what this creator's got going on. I run into them all the time when I'm visiting different, especially live streams. I run into them out supporting others, particularly in the cruising and travel area. They've got one of my favorite banners or sayings on their banner. They say they're spending their children's inheritance one cruise at a time. And they give us tips on cruising and travel with a mobility scooter. They are dangerously close to 1,000 subscribers. They will probably get it today. They've got 994. So if anybody hasn't connected to Scrow's Nest, I promise you they're a very supportive couple of creators, and I'm hoping you will connect with them. I'm going to grab one of their latest videos here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that, of course. We dig through their content and we see a little bit of variety in amongst the travel videos that they bring, as well as some shorts. So we'll see what they've done with these. These have gotten into 1,700 views and beyond. One of them over 5,600. Which is great to see. So that will likely continue to grow as they post more and more, and hopefully everybody will connect with them. Like I said, I've run into them countless times in other people's live streams supporting others, which is great to see. I'm always happy to see everybody supporting each other. Woman Outdoors, LB, is another incredibly supportive creator. When you see us mention LB in the chat, we're talking about Woman Outdoors. This is a creator that comes to us from what I consider the homesteading community of channels, although she brings us more camping content than anything else. Primarily outdoors, a little bit indoors. Woman Outdoors will take us to interesting places, and being within the northeastern United States, she gets to show us all 4 seasons in content, including the sun, the wind, the rain, everything in between, the extreme cold, the extreme heat, of course. One of the things they've done is a solo SUV camping video with a product that they reviewed not too long ago, a special tent. These are really cool. I happen to drive a truck now, but these tents just kind of hook right over the back of your truck, and if you're somebody who wants to camp without being on the ground, you're actually a foot or two up above the ground, which is cool. As well, we're going to look at, I'm going to take the latest video from this creator, put that in my catch-up list so I can get caught up with her. Woman Outdoors has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for what I believe is well beyond 2 years. I think she's one of the first creators to come in from the homesteading community of channels. I group a lot of different channels together there. Almost anything that brings us outdoor content like fishing, hiking, camping, along with homesteading, farming, ranching, and gardening. Because these creators seem to bring a mix of indoor and outdoor content like we see in the shorts here. 1,900, 2,700 views. Not to mention these creators seem to have a generosity behind all of their personalities, wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others. So Woman Outdoors talks about their love of nature, which they're going to share with us with camping, exploring, reviews, outdoor cooking, fishing videos, a little bit of what I like to say is hiking, but they give us a look around outdoors as well, and they take us to some really interesting places. That's what I was taken away with more than anything, I think, with this channel. when I started watching a couple of the camps, is the best way to describe it. They could be indoors, they could be outdoors, they could be giving us a chance to know them, or taking us out on an adventure. Now, Mike recently became a they're mixing up the content. I'm going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. They've got some fireworks for 2024, which is a good idea. A few creators have made videos like that lately, along with the Christmas light displays. These usually do really well also. Shorts on the channel have gotten into, let's see, 2,400 views and beyond. One of them over 5,800, which is great to see. And then when we get into live streams, we see that these creators are live usually a couple times a week. They've got their Sunday Fun series coming back this weekend, and they've got a Across the Waves series on Wednesday nights, where we can talk travel. They've got StreamYard panels. They usually talk with a few different creators about different cruise ports and things like that. They simulcast those live streams on another channel called Rihanna's Life Adventures, and this brings complimentary content to Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. We get to know Rihanna a little bit better here. She's got some new content coming out. Pure variety on the channel. Could be indoors, could be outdoors, could be cooking, could be giving us a chance to get to know her, or taking us on an adventure. She's got shorts on the channel as well that have gotten into 800 views and beyond, and then live streams are here also with the Across the Wave series, and then once in a while she'll do one on her own. I'm just trying to copy and paste Jesse Miller unboxings and more onto the wheel here. I'll spin. We'll get another one of these two channels up in a second. We got a couple extra minutes, so I'll try to get through another channel or two. As well, we're going to go over to the music channel. The music channel runs on a server that's actually in the cloud right now. So that stream should run smoothly and not have any buffering or anything like that. It doesn't run from where I am. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is up right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More obviously is going to bring us unboxing videos more than anything else, a small amount of variety as well. This creator has got a brand new video from a couple of days ago. She posts frequently, sometimes even daily, but usually at least a couple of times a week, 2 or 3 at least. Working on 1,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. When we look at her shorts videos, we see a lot of the products that she brings out of the unboxing videos. Obviously in bite-sized information there, and then live streams are something that she does occasionally. She usually brings out a live stream once a month, so we'll see if she's going to keep those up. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other, of course. When we look at Live and Large with L Crew, we're going to see what they've got going on. Face the Ace, I'm going to put onto the wheel right now. We've got time for their channel. I'll spin just for fun. Oh, pardon me. And Live and Large with L Crew. Let's see what they got going on, and then Face the Ace will come up. This creator is working on 1,000 subscribers. They're getting really close as well. 967. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to the 1,000 right now. They've got a video in their featured position from a few months ago. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to watch another piece of content. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've been with us many times, though. And then what they're talking about here, an adventure vlog capturing... an adventure vlog capturing travel, music, and all the chaos in between. So that'll be entertaining. And then they participated in Vlogmas. We saw that a second ago. And then they've got some popular shorts videos here getting into 6,000, almost 7,000, and even 8,000 views and beyond. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And this creator, like I said, has been with us many times. So obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. We'll look at Face the Ace here in a second. And they're at 343 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're going to be thinking about. Face the Ace is brand new to Tuber Chat. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your abandoned building pool video and put that in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Spell right to get the channel up here. So here's our music stream running right now. I'll copy the link if anybody wants to come over. We'll continue what we're doing here. I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3.5 minutes so that everybody can clean up our connections here. But you can see the music channel's got music playing. It's like a virtual nightclub over there. There's a video game that runs on the screen as well. You can participate in the chat, and I see a few people hopping over there already. So thanks everybody for the time that you spent today. We'll see you hopefully on the music channel. If not, then we're back on Thursday and Saturday at the same time as today. And I really do appreciate every moment everybody spent today. Thanks again, everyone. Bye-bye.